Over the past few years, one phrase keeps appearing in diesel trading offers. Ready cargo. FOB Jurong. Large volumes of diesel, supposedly sitting inside storage tanks in Singapore, ready for buyers. But here's the truth, from someone who works directly in the industry. In most cases, these offers are scams. And today, I want to explain why this idea of ready cargo sitting inside tank farms waiting for unknown buyers simply does not exist in the real oil trading world. Singapore is one of the largest oil trading hubs in the world. Major refineries, trading houses, tank terminals, and shipping companies operate here every single day. Because of that reputation, scammers often use the names Singapore and Jurong to make their offers sound credible. You will often hear claims like these: FOB Jurong, diesel already injected into tank storage, cargo ready for inspection. To someone outside the oil industry, that may sound normal, but to professionals working in commodity trading, those claims are immediate red flags. First, we need to understand how tank farms actually operate. A tank terminal is not a retail outlet. It is not a place where sellers bring fuel, store it, and wait for random buyers to show up and purchase it. Tank terminals are logistics infrastructure. Their purpose is simple. They store product that already belongs to someone. The fuel inside a tank already has an owner. Usually that owner is a refinery, a global trading house, or a large commodity company. These companies lease tanks under structured storage agreements, and the fuel stored inside is already allocated within their logistics and trading programs. It is not sitting there waiting for strangers to appear and buy it. That is simply not how the global oil market works. Scam offers often claim something like this: diesel cargo already injected into tanks in Jurong, ready for immediate FOB sale. But think about it logically. No legitimate seller will purchase millions of dollars worth of fuel, store it in Singapore, and then hope random buyers show up. Tank storage in Singapore is extremely expensive. Companies only store product there when it is part of a planned logistics chain. Storage is used for blending operations, refinery output management, cargo consolidation, and shipment scheduling. It is never used as a retail display shelf for diesel waiting to be sold. Another way to understand this is very simple. Tank farms are not shopping malls. There are no tanks acting like retail stores, with salespeople opening their doors from morning until night. You cannot walk into a tank terminal and say you want to buy 100,000 tons of diesel from tank number 12. Tank farms are highly restricted industrial facilities. Access is tightly controlled for safety and security reasons. Random buyers cannot simply walk in to inspect tanks or perform tests whenever they want. In many scams, the seller claims buyers can perform tank inspection, or dip tests, or even SGS verification of cargo, supposedly sitting inside storage. Then they produce documents that appear convincing. These may include tank storage agreements, injection reports, or inspection certificates. But in many investigations, these documents turn out to be completely fabricated. When terminal operators are contacted directly, the supposed cargo does not exist at all. We have investigated many cases involving so-called ready cargo in Jurong. In most cases, the seller could not provide verifiable tank lease documentation. They also could not obtain confirmation from the terminal operator. And when verification checks were performed, The terminals confirmed there was no such cargo stored under those names. Even experienced brokers working with legitimate buyers rarely see offers of ready Ds sitting inside tank farms, because real trading does not work this way. First, the buyer and seller negotiate a contract. Then supply allocation is confirmed from refinery, production, or trading inventory. Only after contracts are secured are logistics arranged for shipment or loading. Cargo is allocated after a contract exists. It is not stored in tanks waiting for unknown buyers to appear. Singapore is frequently used in scam narratives because the location sounds credible to international buyers. Names like Jurong, Singapore Tank Storage, or OPL Singapore create a sense of legitimacy. But that reputation is exactly why scammers use these locations. So if you receive an offer claiming large volumes of diesel already stored in Jurong tanks and ready for FOB sale, ask very basic questions. Who owns the product inside the tank? Which terminal operator holds the storage lease? Can the terminal confirm the account and cargo? Is there verifiable documentation issued directly by the operator? In many scams, these questions cannot be answered. The global oil trading industry is complex. But one fact is very simple. Tank farms are logistics infrastructure. They are not retail fuel stores waiting for buyers. There is no realistic scenario where millions of dollars of diesel sit inside tanks waiting for unknown buyers to appear. Understanding how the real supply chain works is the best way to avoid falling victim to these scams. At First Class Group, we specialize in verification, due diligence, and protecting buyers from fraud. Stay alert, stay informed, and always verify before you commit. In our next video, we will break down why dip tests are one of the biggest red flags in oil trading scams. Stay tuned.